Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing this Friday evening? How has been your week? My week has just been so to be honest, but I'm really glad to be back filming today. If you are new here or if this is my first video that you're seeing, hello, hi, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. I really hope you stay till the end and I hope that you find something useful in this video. Even if it's not for you, it just might be useful for someone that you know very soon. So I advise that you stay to the end to watch. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know how much love I have for you. In today's video, I'm sharing the things that you should do immediately you find out you're pregnant or you fall pregnant. All right, so these are the things that I had to look up myself. When I got pregnant, I was a little bit confused. I didn't know what to do first, and I had to ask people questions. I just want to believe that there's definitely somebody like me right now that just fell pregnant, excited, and thanking God and don't know the next steps. So this is the video that guides you basic. And if you think that let me shut it down, I'm not getting pregnant anytime soon, or I'm not married or anything, please still watch. It might be useful for somebody that you know very soon. So watch, comment, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, just putting it out there, this video is as a result of my personal experience and research from the NHS website. I am not a doctor, I am not a midwife. I am just sharing the things that I did. So some things might differ depending on where you're watching me from, but I believe that most of these things are very, they are general knowledge as it should be. But like, I just believe that it will be helpful to someone. So the first thing I'll recommend, which is like literally you don't have to think about it, the first thing I'll recommend once you get pregnant is to see your doctor. So in the UK, for instance, if you're coming in pregnant, so and this goes to international students or new immigrants that are coming through work, you're coming in pregnant, the first thing to do is to look for a GP around you. So how do you get a GP around you? This is assuming that you don't even know what to do at all at all. Just go on Google and search GP near me. Finish, simple as ABC. Search GP near me, and then you see a list of closest GP practices around you, and then you'll be able to pick one that is closest to you or one that you like their review. Please check reviews. So one that you like their review and one that is close to you, of course, and then go there, pick up a form, register, and that becomes your hospital. That becomes your GP practice. Immediately you find out that you're pregnant, let them know, alert them. My case was actually different because I didn't really find out I was pregnant through the home testing. So I had to go to the GP severally before I finally confirmed I was pregnant. So I did the P test, and I also did the blood test, and that's when I confirmed that I was pregnant. So that's the first thing first that you need to do: book an appointment, let pregnancy be certain. Immediately you confirm that you're pregnant, the GP automatically calculates the tentative delivery date for you, and then they book your appointment based on that. And according to NHS website, you are entitled to 10 appointments throughout your pregnancy. However, if you have a high risk pregnancy, then you might have more than 10 appointments. They might want to monitor you back to back to be sure that you're fine and everything is well with your baby. Also, if you are not a first time mom, you are entitled to about 7. So you'll be advised by your doctor and your appointments will be scheduled. Also, if you are a high risk pregnancy as well, I'm sure you definitely get more than 7. They always use their discretion when it comes to the level of risk that comes with your pregnancy. So it's a personalized thing. Do not fret. So apart from your pregnancy appointments, another thing you get is screening. They book you for screenings to check for different things that could be wrong with the baby, to ensure that the baby is fine or the baby is not coming with any ailment, or the baby is not affected in any way. For instance, they book you for Down syndrome screening to be sure that your baby has a lower risk of Down syndrome, just to tie all loose ends basically, and to be sure that everything is well with the baby. So they book you for different type of screenings. Another thing that they book you for is blood tests. So different types of blood tests to ensure that you don't have gestational diabetes, to ensure that you don't have HIV, hepatitis B, just so that they can manage your health appropriately. So you get booked for blood tests. And in the UK, most people see midwives. Most pregnant women will see a midwife basically. But if you are a high risk pregnancy, then you probably will be managed by both midwife, doctor, consultant, depending on your specification. But basically, pregnancy here is monitored by midwives, and then you'll most likely see a midwife. For someone like me, throughout my pregnancy, I saw only midwives. And from beginning till the end, basically. And I think the most that I saw was consultant midwives. The first time I had a doctor interaction was during delivery season. So, to your first appointment with your midwife, basically, they just want to get to know you, ask you where you live, ask you details about yourself. They also ask you about your partner, what you do, where you work, where your partner works. They try to confirm if your partner is the biological father. They ask for the name of the biological father. They just ask basic things about you, to get as much information from you as possible. Also, one thing I find interesting, which I think can be very, very helpful for women that are going through domestic violence or that are not happy at home, is that every single time that you go for your midwife appointment, your midwife will ask you if you feel supported at home. They will ask you if your partner is treating you right, if you feel like everything is okay with you and you feel safe, you know. And the funny thing is that they actually have asked me before in front of my husband, because most of the appointments that I went for in pregnancy, I went with my husband. So they've actually asked before in front of him. The first time I was asked, I was shocked, but please don't be shocked. It's just to ensure that you're fine. And if there's anyone that's going through domestic violence and, you're looking for a way to, escape or any type of abuse, basically, that's your safe haven. Just when you go for your appointment, just, let them know that everything is all right and they'll sort it for you. Another important thing to note is that during your pregnancy, you get free prescriptions of drug. However, however, this is just going to be the intro to my next video, because next video next week I'm going to explain this bit very, very clearly. Before you take a free prescription, make sure you get the Matex form. The Matex form is the maternity exemption certificate. You need to get that certificate before you collect any free medication. Don't say I did not do anything for you. You'll know why next week. But yeah, basically, make sure you get the Matex certificate. If you're working, whether 20 hours or not, and you want to have access to the maternity allowance once you've given birth, then make sure you also get your MAT B1 certificate. All the certificates will be issued to you by your midwife. So ask them. And finally, to wrap this video up, the most important part is for you to find a community. Like, do not do pregnancy alone. As simple as it might sound, reach out to someone, look for someone that is going through the same thing. You'll be able to share and rub mind, because especially if you're in Nigeria and you're watching this, you're just coming from Nigeria, you're pregnant, or you're a student married and you just find out that you're pregnant. It can be a very, very lonely journey, especially because you don't have that kind of access that we used to have back home, that anything that's wrong with you, you can match to your doctor. You cannot match anywhere here. In fact, if you match to A and he here, you will wait and they will waste your beautiful time. Oh my goodness. They will waste your beautiful time. You can stay up to 4 or 5 hours because you literally are not dying, and they'll be like, whatever you're feeling, you'll be fine. Except of course you are really dying, then they will attend to you quickly. But then you get what I mean. So what I'm saying in essence is that try to find a community, find one or two friends that are currently pregnant or that are going through the same phase or that just had a baby. And if you feel like you're alone and you're watching this in 2023, please mind you, in 2023 or 2024, and you're watching this video and you really, really are lonely, you don't have anybody in the world, reach out to me on IG. I'll say hi to you and then we can rub mind, basically. But please, let it not exceed 2024. If you are watching this in 2025 or 2026, please find someone that is pregnant already. But really, I'm just joking, basically. But you feel free to reach out, send your questions on IG, and then I'll be able to help. I hope that you guys have found today's video helpful. I really, really hope that somebody finds this helpful. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next week in my next video where I explain how I entered Wahala with NHS. Thank you very much. Bye.